This is Visible Darkness, and you're from Plano West Senior High School, and it's a composition for trumpet and 2 trombones. And I went online and I read your statement before I listened to the work, and I thought this was fascinating. It's about space and black holes and everything. And then I listened to it and I thought, this is really odd. He has written a fanfare for a black hole. That's what that actually, you've written a fanfare for a black hole. Why? Why? Because in Shakespeare's plays, fanfares are reserved solely to announce the aristocracy, the kings, the royalty. And yet you wrote one for a black hole.
Well,
why you took that form? Why did you take that musical form?
Well, Mr. Weeks, you've put me into a sort of corner, almost into a black hole. It's inescapable. Well, I believe the answer to your question is that I'm so fired up by music. I want to express it, and I think that black holes are so cool, and if I want to write a fanfare about them, then let's do it. Put some brass in there and make it really cool. So that's what I was aiming for.
Well, as I said, when I read your statement, I was thinking of something much more spacey. But the interesting thing about it is that it does have so much energy and life. It actually, I could see it being the soundtrack for a Star Trek episode or something. It has that same sense of space travel as fun, exciting.
That's very flattering. Thank you.
But my understanding is that a fanfare is not like, say, a concerto. It doesn't have a particular set form.
That's correct.
So did you model this on any fanfares? The most famous, Aaron Copland's Fanfare for the Common Man, for instance. Did you have any idea of how you wanted to shape this?
That's a great question. I did not, actually. I kind of followed my instinct when I was writing. The music is purely an expression of where I wanted to go, and I guess it was just some void in space, and I found all these things in space.
And you knew from the beginning you wanted to do brass, just brass.
That's actually an interesting question. I originally was just trying to write a work for piano and 2 trombones, and that did not work out. So I decided to scrap the whole thing and write a completely new composition focusing just on brass. I'm a trumpet player myself, and in my spare time I picked up the trombone, so I thought I can play these instruments, why not write for them? So that's where I got that from.
Do you play any other instruments?
I have dabbled in the piano, but I am not as successful by any standards.
Could you explain a little bit about drifting through space, the adagio section? What do you mean by that?
Well, I think it's the time where you just get to look and see everything that's around you. The piece stops. One of the things in writing a piece of music that is quote unquote in your face is you don't want it to be in your face the whole time. So I need an adagio section. I need a section where the listener can sit down, take a breath, and just absorb what's going around them. So that's why.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.